My name is Blanca Bergeron. I was born and raised in Nogales, Arizona. I come from a family of educators, so I think I've had it in my blood in being an educator all my life. I am married. I have three children, and I've been lucky to work in for-profit, nonprofit, faith-based, play-based educational programs. So my experience is as an early childhood educator started when I was a child. I used to attend going to school with my aunt because she was a middle school teacher in Nogales, Mexico. So my love of education began then. And when I had children, I became a parent volunteer, and then I became a teacher's assistant. So my education started down that road, and I went to school to become an educator. And like I stated before, I've um, worn many titles, and I just love playing with children and watching their aha moments. My current position, I work at Second Street Children's School, and I am an outdoor classroom educator. Reggio Emilia Approach, what that means to me is just possibilities. What possibilities can we offer to children? And it depends on, well, what choices do we offer children? What invitations and provocations do we set out? And it's their creativity and imaginations that take place. So it's what the world opens up to them. It's all about possibilities. Well, because of the outdoor classroom, I support the children outdoors, and they were using these long blocks as ramps. And they were struggling, but it was great because they were problem solving, right? They're using their problem solving skills or creativity, their imagination, and they were using these as ramps and cars rolling down. So I thought, what can I do to make it better? Even though, in my mind, I'm trying to think, okay, what can I do to support them? So a friend of mine had used gutters to make ramps. So I told my husband, we've got to make these. So we made a few, and sure enough, they used them, and the cars were rolling down. And like I said, I got some tennis balls, and they used the tennis balls, but we needed more. So we made some more gutters. So they come in 10 feet size. We cut them in 5 feet and then 2.5 feet. And you'll never guess. Endless possibilities. It's all about possibilities. They use the gutters not only as ramps, they use them to prop up for forts, structures. They use them to make wings of airplanes. We also have crates outdoors. So they would make these huge airplanes, and the gutters were wings. It's all about what we set out for children, and they use their own imaginations to build. Not to overthink it, right? It's about simplicity. It's just about putting out items and letting children just use their own imaginations and creativity, like the coffee cans, or like the gutters, or anything actually, and just letting them use their own ideas and problem solving. It's just great to take a step back and watch them come up with things, and just listen to their conversations, and that's just about it, right? It's just setting out whatever we have, whether it's from home, or it could be doilies, it could be cups, the solo cups, and it's amazing what they can do with those. So it's just not overthinking it. What I am When I take that step back, I listen to the stories that are coming out. Their stories are not only short, but they take a life of their own, right? And that is so interesting to hear. But you also hear math, which I never thought math would be coming out from these experiences. And then there's science. So all these domains are happening within that play, that simple play, from those simple invitations that we set out. And it's amazing that learning is happening from these simple invitations that we set out. And we don't think about it. We just don't think about it, but it happens. And that's what's been so amazing to observe these kids play. It a whole life takes over. Well, there's so many reasons, right? Why access to affordable care. It's so important. One of them is for parents, right? That it's affordable to them, fair wages. Um, but as an educator and advocating for it for a very long time, for children to give them a great start, because we know that it's going to give them the skills to carry them on through their school years and to help them beyond, right? To help them become respectful and contributing members of society. And that's the end goal, right? Whether they decide to become part of the workforce or to continue on to college and universities. Just every day, we make a difference, right? Every day. And how we approach children, it's all about relationships. Anything we do or say is very important with children. It stays with them, but just that we make a difference every day.